Got your landing page or your small website set up with Card, but it's still on the .card.co domain? I'll show you how to set up a custom domain if you're on the Pro plan. Check out my Card demo site at card.polkadotinnovations.com. Once you've got your website or your landing page set up with Card, come to the top where the 3 lines are for more actions. We're going to click Publish, even if it's already published. Make sure that you're happy with the title, the description, and then if you're on the free plan or you haven't set up a custom domain yet, it will be published to a .card.co URL, and you're going to change it to publish to a custom domain. Here's where you put in what you would like the custom domain to be. So it can be polka.innovations.com if that's not already used by something. That's my main website. So I went with a subdomain of card.polka.innovations.com, but this can be whatever you like as long as you have it registered to your name. So input the domain that you'd like to use, and you don't need to worry about adding the www if you're going to use a main domain or what's called a root domain. You can just put in whatever it is, whatever it is. All right, keep scrolling. And now I'll admit these numbers are a little bit intimidating, but it's okay. There's no coding required. You just have to copy and paste them over to your domain registrar. If you happen to use GoDaddy like I do, this will look familiar, but the process is very similar with wherever your domain is registered. So we'll go over to GoDaddy. And what we're going to do is find our way to the DNS management section for the particular domain that you're working with. And you're going to add a new record. The type here, if we go back to Card, they want an A record. The host is Card, and then the target is here. And you see these little buttons? These are copy buttons so that you don't have to even remember these crazy numbers or how many R's are in Card. So we'll just copy this here and we'll say Card. Okay, we've got that copied. So we're going to do an A record. We're going to paste Card. Going to go back to Card and copy this target, this crazy looking series of numbers, and go ahead and click Save. I'm not going to actually click Save because I already have done this, but you would click Save. Then you would come back and add your next record. This one's not an A record, it's a C name record. It kind of doesn't matter what that means. You don't need to know a lot about the technicalities of domain registration and navigation to be able to achieve this. So we're going to put in a C name record next, and we'll copy this first field. So we're going to go and choose a C name and then paste, and then come back to Card and grab this horrible, ugly looking thing, but it really doesn't matter. Paste that in there as well. And then all you have to do here is save all records. And this is kind of like the update speed. It takes a little while for the internet to catch on that there's a new place to direct for this particular domain address. So once you finish this process, it might not work right away, but just have a little faith. If it says a half an hour, give it an hour, but then come back. But there's 2 very important steps left, so bear with me. After we save all the records on GoDaddy or wherever your domain is registered, make sure to come back to Card and hit Publish Changes. The first time I did this, I forgot that step and I was so annoyed. Why didn't it work? Well, I didn't actually finish. Build your landing page or your website on Card. Make sure you have the domain registered somewhere. Go into Card and get the detailed information that you need to tell your domain registrar so that the 2 can talk and be friends. And then wait half an hour to an hour for the internet to update, and voila, you should be able to type in your new custom domain into any browser and get directed to the right place. I hope this helps. Feel free to drop a question in the comments if you get stuck.